Hey everyone, welcome back to Cruising with Matthew, and today I'm going to give you my top 10 hints and tips about Celebrity Cruises' Celebrity Silhouette. In this video, I'm going to give you an idea as to what things you should look out for whilst you're on board this fantastic ship so you can really make the most of her. So I really hope you enjoy this video. Number 1. Celebrity Silhouette's Secret Deck. Now, one of the things that I always love to do when I'm on a ship for the first time is to try and find those areas of the ship that not many people know about, and Celebrity Silhouette is no exception, as if you go up to deck 12 and go right to the front of the ship past the gym area, there is a fabulous little area of deck space which looks over the bow of the ship. And I love sitting here because there's a few sun lounges here and not many people knew this space existed, and it was always quiet. It's also the perfect vantage point for a sail in or sail out of port, so do make sure you make a beeline for this space, and this is what I did when we arrived into Liverpool and the sun was just rising, and it gave a fantastic view as we sailed through the River Mersey, so definitely an area I would recommend visiting. Number 2. The main pool deck on board Celebrity Silhouette. Now, I really enjoyed this space because it felt like there was tons of space for the number of passengers on board. Now, do note this was when Silhouette was running at lower capacity due to COVID restrictions, but I do feel like even when the ship runs at full capacity, you're going to have plenty of deck space in this area. There was nearly always live music playing. I absolutely loved that, with a personal favourite being the electric string duo who played quite often throughout our cruise, and it just gave a really nice relaxing atmosphere as the music didn't feel too intrusive, and there was a huge variety of deck furniture. There was a chaise lounge, deck chairs, these really nice little cubby holes where a couple of people could sit in, and it's just a brilliant space to relax. And we were really lucky to have fantastic weather through the entirety of our cruise, so we really made the most of this space, so I would definitely recommend visiting here on one of the sea days. Number 3. Make the most of Cafe Albaccio. If you're a hot drinks lover, then Cafe Albaccio is going to be the place for you, with it offering a huge range of teas, coffees and hot chocolates, and I absolutely love this. The staff here was so helpful and the coffees and hot chocolates were to die for. To complement your drinks, you were able to choose from a variety of things like pastries and muffins during the morning, and throughout the day lots of cakes and biscuits, with a number of snacks being vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free and things like that. However, I urge anyone who visits Cafe Albaccio to go there a little bit later and make the most of one of their coffee cocktails, because they were so good. I didn't really realise until the end of our cruise that they offer these, so do make sure you give these a try. Another thing to consider is the fact that because Celebrity have an inclusive drinks package, it's often worthwhile quickly grabbing a takeaway coffee from Cafe Albaccio and bringing it back to your cabin. If you've got a fantastic coffee bar close by, you might as well make the most of it for your cruise. Number 4. The Promenade Deck of Celebrity Silhouette. Now, sadly, Celebrity Silhouette doesn't have a full wraparound promenade deck, and although there is a promenade deck running all the way forward to aft, the vast majority of this space is sadly obscured by the lifeboats which are on this deck. In my opinion, this is one of Celebrity Silhouette's few design flaws, because I love nothing better than walking along the promenade deck and taking in the sea views, and that isn't something you can really do on Silhouette's promenade, as there aren't many places where you can enjoy fully uninterrupted views of the sea. This being said, in addition to the middle section, which tended to be quite popular with people looking over the side of the ship, you can go all the way to the very front or aft sections of the promenade deck where there aren't any lifeboats, and I'd really recommend that you go here when you're sailing in and out of port, because most people don't seem to realise that they're there, and you get some fantastic perspectives of the ship. I personally enjoyed standing here when I was watching Celebrity Silhouette dock in Liverpool, because you were pretty much on eye level with the harbour staff who were helping to tie on the mooring lines of Celebrity Silhouette, and that isn't a view you can really appreciate when you're on the higher decks. Number 5. Enjoy one of the many specialty dining restaurants. Now, Celebrity Silhouette offers 6 specialty dining options on board, meaning that these are extra charge. However, I definitely think it is worth trying at least one of them on your cruise. This is not to say that you're not going to have good food in the complimentary restaurants on board, as me and Dan were both massively impressed with the food in the Grand Cuvée main dining room as well as the marketplace buffet. And the standard of food on board Celebrity is probably some of the best food that I've ever had on land as well as at sea. But now Celebrity were kind enough to gift me the option of choosing one of these restaurants, and I chose the French-inspired Murano restaurant. And I can completely see why, because this was probably the best meal that I've ever had, and I think what really made it wasn't just the standard of food that we enjoyed, but also the pride that the staff took in their work. For instance, our waitress Anastasia had a huge amount of knowledge about each of the dishes that we were presented, and all the staff really helped give a sense of theatre and occasion to each dish. And as a result, it felt like we weren't just having a meal. Murano was the evening. So if your budget allows, I would definitely recommend that you go and try one of the specialty restaurants, because if all the other restaurants are as good as Murano, you're going to be in for a treat. Number 6. Spend some time in the Persian Garden. So during our time on board Silhouette, me and Dan were gifted the opportunity to enjoy a few hours in the thermal suite at the spa known as the Persian Gardens. Now, I have to admit, the spa is something that I've never really considered, because I'm someone who never really sits down long enough on a cruise. I'm always running around trying to take pictures or videos, taking part in activities or excursions, so I wasn't sure if it was going to be my thing. The Persian Garden has several different rooms. For instance, there are these ergonomically designed heated tile lounges, and once I managed to get myself onto one of these, I felt like it really helped to relax me. And with those fantastic views looking out to sea, I can completely see why people enjoy this so much. Moving to either side, there's also 2 steam rooms, with one being a herbal infused steam room and one steam room utilising aromatherapy. These were both really impressive, but as someone who hasn't been in a steam room before, the change in humidity and heat can be quite jarring, but also once you get used to it, quite enjoyable. Once you've spent a lot of time in the steam room, you can then enjoy the fanciest showers that I have ever seen. These can replicate things such as tropical rains, which is something I didn't realise I need in my future bathroom, but apparently I do. Number 7. Watch a show in the Silhouette Theatre. Even if you don't think that you're a fan of the theatre or musicals, I would urge everyone to visit when Silhouette's own production cast perform their 2 headline shows, Life and Metropolitan. And these showcase how talented and fantastic these performers are, as the range of singing and dancing that goes on in these 2 shows are just incredible. Something that I really enjoyed was the fact that all the music was really modern, and this isn't something that I've seen on the other ships that I've been on recently, so that was something I really enjoyed. Outside of these headliner performances, there were a decent number of other performances, such as the fantastically talented Barricade Boys, as well as the saxophonist Ollie Nez, although there were the occasional act which I wasn't massively impressed with. For instance, there was a comedian as well as a magician that didn't really do much for me, but that is personal preference, and in any case, it was fantastic to finally be able to see and enjoy live entertainment once again. Number 8. Have a martini at the Martini Bar. Now this bar has to be the most vibrant bar on board Celebrity Silhouette and is one of my favourites. Situated in the Grand Foyer, you get fantastic views coupled with absolutely incredible drinks. The bartenders are so talented and there is a dizzying array of martinis on offer. The staff here really take pride in their work, and one thing that you must look out for is one of their flare shows, where bottles start flying and a crazy amount of drinks are poured all at the same time, and it's just a fantastic example of showmanship. I would urge everyone to try a martini there once because they are fantastic, with a personal favourite being the espresso martini. Number 9. Stare up in awe of the Atrium. Now, as amazing as the Grand Foyer area is on board Celebrity Silhouette, with its gorgeous staircase, chandelier and marbles, as well as all the fabulous venues around it, my favourite spot has to be the area that runs off from the Grand Foyer, which, although it doesn't seem to have a name, I'm calling the Atrium, and this essentially runs all the way from deck 3 right up to deck 15, with a large glass roof allowing loads of natural light to flood into this space, making it feel really light and airy. And I've never seen such a vast space running through the centre of a ship before. A quirky feature is the fact that there is a real tree in the centre of this atrium, and I've no idea why they decided to put a tree here, but I think it is really cool. If there's ever any live music being played in the Grand Foyer, the Atrium carries this music through the entirety of the ship, and this was something I loved, and it always made me quite happy when you left. You could always hear the music filtering up from the lower decks, which I thought was really cool. Number 10. End an evening in the Ensemble Lounge. Now, although Celebrity Silhouette has many bars, one of my favourite had to be the Ensemble Lounge, which is situated next to Murano and also the Retreat Lounge. I found this a really relaxed and cosy lounge because the lounge was filled with these really comfy seats, and the design of it really helped it feel like quite an intimate venue. And at one side of the lounge there was a stage where you got to enjoy live performances in the evening, and we saw Danny Smart, who was an incredibly talented guitarist and singer, and it was just a wonderful way to end the evening, sat in those comfy chairs, drinking your favourite drink and listening to a talented musician. Celebrity Silhouette is a fantastic ship, and although she isn't perfect, me and Dan absolutely loved our time on her, and I was so impressed with Celebrity as a whole, but the staff in particular couldn't do enough to help you, and they were always so kind and really a testament to Celebrity Cruises. So if you're going on board Celebrity Silhouette or one of her sister ships in the future, you are going to have a fantastic time, and I for one cannot wait to get back on board a Celebrity ship, hopefully in the very near future. So, I really hope you enjoyed my hints and tips video on Celebrity Silhouette. If you have, please like and subscribe because it's always appreciated, and I have lots more videos planned. If you want to know more about Cruising with Matthew, take a look at my other social media sites, the links are in the description below. So until next time, this is Cruising with Matthew, and thank you so much for watching.